Today is victory over yourself of yesterday, tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. This profound quote from Miyamoto Musashi's Dokkodo sets the tone for our exploration today. Let's delve into the life of Musashi, a man of many talents and accomplishments. He was a renowned Japanese swordsman, a philosopher, a ronin, and a writer. His life was a testament to his indomitable spirit and relentless pursuit of mastery. Among his many achievements, he developed the Nitin Ichiryu style of swordsmanship, a unique blend of strategy and technique. As he journeyed through life, Musashi penned Dokkodo, his final work. In this text, he encapsulated his philosophy of life, a philosophy deeply rooted in self-reliance and the pursuit of personal excellence. Musashi's life was a journey of constant self-improvement, a journey he often undertook in solitude. Musashi's Dokkodo, or the way of walking alone, is a succinct expression of his worldview and philosophy, heavily influenced by his life of solitude. The Dokkodo is a profound testament to the virtues of self-reliance and discipline, principles that were born out of Musashi's solitary existence. It is a guide that encourages us to step away from the noise and distractions of the world, to seek solitude, and to find strength within ourselves. The first principle that stands out in Dokkodo is self-reliance. Musashi believed that we should be our own masters, not dependent on others for our happiness or success. This self-reliance was not about being alone, but about being strong enough to stand alone. It was about developing an inner strength that could withstand the storms of life. Discipline, too, is a key principle in Dokkodo. Musashi's life was one of rigorous training and unyielding discipline as he sought to perfect his craft. This discipline extended to his mind as well, as he mastered the art of focusing his thoughts and harnessing his mental energy. The Dokkodo also speaks of detachment from worldly desires. Musashi understood that our desires often lead us astray, causing us to lose sight of what truly matters. By detaching ourselves from these desires, we can gain a clearer perspective and make more informed decisions. Finally, Musashi's Dokkodo teaches us the acceptance of the impermanence of life. Life is fleeting, and everything we hold dear is transient. By accepting this, we can live more fully in the present, appreciating every moment for what it is, rather than longing for what was or what could be. These principles were not just abstract concepts for Musashi, they were practical guidelines he lived by, a roadmap he followed on his journey through life. They were lessons he learned in the crucible of solitude, lessons that shaped him and made him the person he was. Solitude for Musashi was not just about physical isolation, it was a state of mind, a way of engaging with the world. While we might not be samurais, Musashi's lessons on solitude still hold relevance in our contemporary world. In today's interconnected world, the concept of solitude might seem alien, even daunting. But as Musashi teaches us, solitude is not about isolation, but about embracing self-reliance. Now you might wonder, how does this apply to our lives today? Well, think about it. In our personal and professional lives, we often find ourselves relying heavily on others for validation, for direction, for decisions. But what if we were to follow Musashi's teachings and learn to trust our own instincts, our own judgment? This doesn't mean we should shun collaboration or ignore advice. It simply means recognizing our own abilities and having the confidence to make decisions independently. Musashi also emphasized the importance of discipline, of dedicating oneself to the pursuit of mastery. In our world of instant gratification, this lesson is more relevant than ever. Discipline is not just about self-control, but about commitment, about choosing long-term growth over short-term pleasure. It's about setting goals and sticking to them, despite distractions, despite hurdles. And it's through this discipline, this relentless pursuit, that we find personal fulfillment and growth. Another key lesson from Musashi is accepting the impermanence of life. The world around us is constantly changing, and this can often lead to feelings of uncertainty and anxiety. But if we learn to accept change as a natural part of life, we can navigate these uncertainties with greater ease and resilience. Lastly, Musashi's teachings urge us to resist the seduction of worldly desires. In our consumerist culture, this is easier said than done. We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us we need more to be happy. But Musashi teaches us that true contentment comes from within, not from material possessions or societal status. Musashi's Dokkodo reminds us that solitude is not just about being alone. It's about finding strength, wisdom, and contentment within oneself. In these few minutes, we've journeyed through the life of Miyamoto Musashi and gleaned insights from his philosophy of solitude. We've explored Musashi's solitary existence, delved into the key principles of Dokkodo, and examined their relevance in our modern world. We've discovered that solitude, far from being a state to avoid, can be a wellspring of strength and clarity. As we navigate our own paths, may we remember Musashi's words, "Today is victory over yourself of yesterday, tomorrow is your victory over lesser men."